Okay, guys, now we're recording. So in that case, you can start with the speaking session for today. The floor is yours. So go ahead and delight us with your performance.
Hello, guys. With my classmates, Jainer and Rosa, we're going to talk about traveling. So I would like to start this presentation with a quote that says the following: "The world is a book, and those that don't travel read only a page." Next. Now, to break the ice, we are going to do an activity. Who can tell me 3 countries in the world? It's very simple. It's a gift.
Someone, I need your help. It's
Anyone who like to participate?
Okay, maybe Japan.
Yeah.
Colombia.
Yeah. Hmm.
Canada.
Anyone?
Australia.
Yeah.
Holanda.
Okay, good job.
That is Spanish. It's Holland or Netherlands.
Okay.
Spain.
I'm sorry.
Cuba.
Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you. Okay. These are some examples: Brazil, Italy, Austria, France, Vietnam, Belgium, Germany, Egypt. Next. So as part of this presentation, I would like some questions. Who likes to travel? Anyone like to participate?
I can
Well,
start with it. Oh, sorry, we have a volunteer. Love it. Go for it, buddy.
yes, well, I would like to travel to Japan. And well, always I check them. Japan is a very interesting country because your history and your culture is very different than we have this part of the world.
Okay.
Thank you.
Anyone?
Someone, anyone?
Hi guys.
Me? Okay.
Hi,
Ivan.
Ivan.
I think that I'm not a traveler person, but I'm working at the time at work. I am working with people from different countries, and I would like to travel to Mexico because in my work team, all of my partners are from Mexico, so they are inviting me since 1 or 2 years to visit them, and I would like visit them. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. It's
Another-
very interesting. Maripaz, your hands.
Yes. I would like to travel with Canada. Maybe it's, well, I think it's a beautiful country because it's so it's so it's so, how can I say, rodear or rodeado?
Surrounded.
Excuse me.
Surrounded. I'm gonna write it here on the
Surrounded with natural. So
nature.
I would like to yes, nature. Yes.
Nature. Yes.
So nature. Okay, nature. So I would like to try with Canada.
Okay, thank you. Nolan.
Another name.
I like to travel to London of England.
Okay. Lau.
Hi, I would like to travel to London. I think London is a fancy country, and I think that maybe it was a good experience to know London.
Okay. Andrea?
Hi, I love to travel in I love to travel in the country, but my I have only been to Panama, but my dream is the travel is to go Dubai or some country Europe European countries, but I don't know, is the big word. I love to travel.
Okay, thank you. So
Danny?
many.
Danny?
I would like to travel Japan, Korea, and Australia. I would like to Australia because I would like to learn English in this country. I would like study in Australia for any months. Okay.
Okay.
Perfect. Alejandro?
I like visit Cuba because I really like this gastronomy and this culture.
Okay. Who from here has traveled before?
Repeat,
Luis?
please.
Who from here has traveled before?
Uy, que no me está
I,
escuchando bien.
I traveled to Mexico and Cuba.
Okay.
Panama.
Andrea, Panamá. Alejandro.
Panama.
Okay. Luis.
I went to Panama, I went to Mexico, I went to England, Ireland, and Spain.
I travel in my dream, so
Okay, perfect. I love travel. I like to travel a lot, but I started traveling once I started work because it was until then that I had the money to do it. Yes. The next. Which country would you like to travel to and why?
Someone? Can you repeat again your country? Would you like to travel again? So,
Me?
can you hear me?
Maria Paz?
sorry. I would like to visit Japan because it's a lot of country with technology and culture. So I think it's the most country with advanced to technology. So I am so how can I say curious with how work in this country.
Okay, thank you.
In my case, I now want to go to Colombia because my son loved the movie Encanto. So we want to know the culture, and the culture have too many colors that he loved. So we are planning to go to that country.
Thank you,
Andrea?
Rosa.
I live now country of Europa because they are full of culture of culture and don't not give them value. I don't know. Is the country beautiful? And don't the people I don't know. I don't give them value.
Thank you,
Okay,
Andrea.
some of you send us a photo and of the country do you want to visit are these and these photos.
These are some of pictures that you share with us. The first, Maria Paz shared these photos, and Alan.
Yes, I'm the second.
Yes, and Kenneth. Oh, some of the pictures are from the place that you have visited. Ana Belén, Samantha, and Kenneth.
How do you say in this partner or this client, can you describe your photo or your country do you want to go? So for example, the first photo is London. Who Alina, who sent?
Ana Belén, share this pic. Would you like to talk about the pictures? Kenneth?
Hello.
Hello.
I would like to visit one country in Africa. Could be Sudan, because I would like to do a safari.
Okay, that's great. So, anyone else?
Samantha, Ana Belén. Or anyone who like to participate.
Maybe.
Don't worry if don't send the pic. Yes?
Well, I would like to visit with the photo with how can I say Monday?
Yes.
Send.
Is Canada. I would like to visit the place because bring really a place. So and I like, bueno, it's my dream to see, to touch the how can I say nieve?
Snow.
Snow, and I would like to see, to touch, to eat,
to feel it.
Yeah, so it's my dream. So I would like to.
Excellent. Do you make a lot of how do you say figuras, Luis?
Como que Luis, que esa falta de respeto.
Teacher,
depending on what you mean. Depending on what you mean, it could be figures, or if it's more like a structure, it could be a sculpture.
A sculpture, yeah.
Alan, what do you want to say?
Okay, well, we have here a photo of Japan, and there is the place of I would like to travel. And well, my reason, the same. The main reason for me it's because I really like the anime. in Japan, it's what created the anime. And well, I really like want to travel to Japan because in Japan have a lot of attractions of anime. Well, that's it.
Okay, thank
perfect.
you.
Samantha?
No.
Okay, in my personal opinion, or in my case, I would like to travel to Egypt. So this place is so amazing, and this pyramid is so magic. So I went to Mexico, and I know these pyramids, but how do you say? No son iguales. It's not the same. It's not the same.
They're not the same because it's more than one.
Yeah. And I would like to travel to Athens, Greece, and so I want to know this culture and your food, of course. And this all for me in my opinion, right?
Okay.
In my
Samantha?
case,
Okay.
okay, I don't know.
Okay, I would like to go Paris because I really like the Eiffel Tower and its places. It is my dream.
Thank you, Samantha. Ana Belén?
I want to go London because I like the climate of London. I like the atmosphere and vibes that it gives.
Thank you. Danny?
I I would like to travel in Italy in picture below in Italy. I don't know how to pronounce this picture. Right?
Venezia.
Ah, the next it's Italian.
Yes.
Mhm. Because the food I think is very good. The view I think is very cool, very beautiful. The language is very beautiful too. Thank you.
It's my favorite food too. Evan?
Thanks. In addition to traveling to Cuba and Mexico, I would like to travel to England because I want to go to museums about the Second World War. I find interesting, admirable the way how the English face the Nazis, and particularly I would like to visit the Churchill war rooms because I am a fan, a Churchill fan, and that's all.
It's very interesting. Andrea?
Hi, I in the imagine for presentation Egypt. I don't know my dream, but I will love to go to Egypt. I think it will be a very different magic adventure for culture. I don't know, it's different for for my country, for Costa Rica. It's very different. I will love to go to Egypt, but I don't know my dream. I don't know.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay,
Thank
in
you,
my
Andrea.
case,
Rosa.
I want to go to Venice because I like to take a gondola ride and know the place, taste the food, know the different people and the culture. It is very interesting. I want to go to that place.
Thank you, Rosa. Next, Lina. Alejandro, Lau.
I
It's your
think
photos.
my photo is here. I take
Yes.
that.
Your photo is so amazing. I like this photo.
Thank you. Okay, I traveled to Mexico. I stayed in Cancun, but I paid a tour to Chichen Itza pyramid. It was amazing. I think I traveled like 3 hours from Cancun to Yucatan. I think it's in Yucatan. And oh my God, all the history and all the culture. Also, it was so hot in that place. There is a sun very, very shiny. And also I went to the cenote. Some partner, I think, that mentioned it in some exposition. And
What
that's
what month was it?
what? In
In
what
wh-
month?
Yeah.
The last year, in April, I think.
Mhm.
I went to
Mhm.
Cancun.
It's so hot in April.
Yeah.
Oh,
And I really like to take photos. And I have a lot of photos.
It's beautiful picture.
okay, thank you.
Thank you, Lau. Alejandro.
Tell me.
You send this photo, Alejandro?
Oh, yes. This is a, how do you say, isla, teacher?
Island.
Island in Panama. Is very beautiful. Is don't large.
What is the name?
Uy,
Iceland?
I don't remember. Voy a buscar y ya le digo, güey.
Okay, don't worry.
Cunayala.
Yes, in the archipiélago de Cunayala.
No. Thank you, Alejandro.
You're welcome.
Next, Heine. And it is my dream. In my case, my dream is to see another light. For that, I need to go to countries like Iceland, Norway, Sweden, or Canada. It's very expensive. Oh, someday I will. It's my dream.
Okay, now this is my part. And okay, guys, I know we are going to do an activity. So we are going to match or to connect the country with the capital. And it is okay. In the first, Germany, what is the capital? I need your help.
Berlin.
Yeah. Next, Argentina. Argentina.
Buenos
Buenos
Aires.
Buenos Aires.
Buenos Aires, yeah. Colombia. Oh, I'm sorry.
Bogota.
Bogotá.
Well, okay, then Peru.
Lima.
Lima.
Lima. Mexico.
CDMX.
City of
What?
Mexico.
CDMX.
Yeah. And the last, the French.
Paris.
Paris. Thank you. And what do you think are the steps to travel? I don't know. For example, the first step in my case is save a lot of money. What do you think? What do you think, Maripaz? What do you think are the steps to travel? Can you hear
For
me?
me, the first step
Oh.
is save money.
Yeah, the save money.
Yes, sure.
Monse?
For me, the first is the places.
The places, search the different places.
Because first, know the places for ahorrar.
Yeah. Maripaz.
Maybe, okay.
Oh, no, Laura.
Maybe you can do both at the same time. You can save money and also find or investigate about some places, the hotels, the food, or something like that.
Yeah, see or search the new places in Google, and I want to do, and I want to go. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. And Maripaz, your hand.
Well, I how can I say, de acuerdo con Laura, because
I agree with Laura.
yes, I think that the first that you can think is the see the price, how much you how can I say gastar
Spend.
spends so the second is the passport, because you know do you know how place or how country to visit, and 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 uh, and oh no
And you need the
sorry.
passport.
Yes, for example, United States, you need the visa.
Yeah.
So, and you have no visa, you know, to pass to United States, you do you report to this country, so you pass. And
Yeah,
other country, so
you need a different requirement in this
yes,
in different country. Yeah.
yes.
And okay, you're right. And Samantha.
Okay, for me, I have a money and figure out where to stay.
What? Can you repeat again?
Yes, for me, have a money and figure out where to stay.
Okay.
Me,
Yeah.
Andrea.
Oh, Andrea.
For me, the first thing is money, because if the will organize, you can have more peace of mind in case of emergency. I don't know, in the como high, in the life, can emergence que como que no podemos controlarlas. Entonces, for the first thing is money.
Okay. Iván?
I was thinking the another step can be decide with who you are going to travel, because this decision is going to impact the other steps. Are you agree with?
Yes, it's very important.
Alan? What do you think?
Well, for me, the first steps are first plan the travel, because we need knows how can I go to the place, and the second step is save the money for to go to the place.
Okay. Kenneth?
I think that the first step is choose the country and planning what do you do.
Yeah.
Because with that you know how many do you need. But if you don't, if you have money, you don't to worry for that.
Okay. Okay, that steps is different for a different opinion of the person. So in my case, it's number one is save a lot of money, and I choose I want to go to a different country. Yeah. Then I search the ticket, or I search my transportation, and I need to go, I guess. Then I see the places in Google and I want to go. Before my trip, I do my suitcase, and then I get to get the airport and waiting for my flight. So it's so resumido. I don't remember. I don't know. So Lau.
I have an opinion. I think a lot of people use credit cards to travel. I know how that people do and how then pay that credit card, but a lot of people travel in that form.
Okay. You are right. Different. Tener, digamos, el dinero para pagar. Dani?
And I think that some people use millas that accumulate with the shopping list and shoppings that they do. So it will cost you less, the ticket. So that is a way that they do the trips outside, abroad.
Excellent. Okay. And Dani?
Okay, I think if you want, you can contract a travel agency too for choose places. Yeah. And
So the travel agent is so expensive, by the way.
Yeah, if you want.
Yeah. And then the next slide is, can you someone 3 important documents or information you need at the airport? For example, what is your document? Where is your personal information in the card? Can you someone 3 important documents, please?
Passport?
Yeah.
Visa, I don't know. No sé cómo se dice visa. Visa.
Visa.
The
It is
ticket.
actually the same. They call it visa.
Visa.
The
Okay. Yeah, ticket, ID card, passport, and ticket. This is a 3 important document or at the airport.
The visa depends if you travel. If
Mhm.
you were travel.
Yeah, thank you, Lina. Okay, can someone tell me what he's carrying in the suitcase when he goes a trip? For example, I always a lot of clothes with me because I don't like to look the same when I go out, and also I carry a few things, personal things, and I carry 2 pairs of sneaker. I don't know who can tell me what carries in your suitcase when he goes on a trip.
For me, it's very important space to shopping in the travel country. I don't know. Is I love shopping. Very important space for shopping.
Okay, you are buy a lot of things. You are spend.
How do you say ligero? I travel
Teacher.
ligero.
Light. You travel
Light.
light.
Okay. I travel light.
I travel light for shopping in the visit country, but is shopping the after is shopping in country.
Okay. Lao.
Okay, I think depends the country and the airline that you use, because some let you use a suitcase, a big suitcase, or a hand suitcase. But I think it's important to put in your hand suitcase a change of clothes. Yeah, you don't know when you have to sleep in the airport.
Yeah. So you are right. Yeah. What do others think?
Underwear.
Ivan, what do you want to say?
Thanks, Monse. I must carry medicines, especially because I am an allergic person. So a lot of loratadina.
Okay. Alan?
Well, I didn't think in my suitcase, but the thing that I really know is then when I coming back to my country, I giving a lot of things for my favorite person and my in my house. Well, for this, I know then when I come into my house, I have a lot of things like sweaters in my suitcase.
Okay. And Monse?
Thank you. I llevaría, what do you say?
Carry.
Yeah, I would carry.
Carry underwear, a book for read in the travel.
Yeah. In my case, I I carry my phone and I listen to music in the flight. And well, the next slide, what aspect of traveling do you enjoy the most? Fun, experience, and adventure. What do you think? What do you think the others?
Oh, go.
Danny.
Yeah, teacher.
Okay. I enjoy the food. Enjoy experience there, a new experience, a new places. No new places. Ay, no sé si me entendieron.
Yeah, I knew a new places. Alan?
Well, for me, the most important thing is the adventure because always I hunter the people needs the adventure for to enjoy the life.
Okay. Maripaz?
For me is adventure and food and maybe practice the the idiom, like the say, because well I study Japanese, so when I travel with Japanese, well Japan, sorry, and I would like to practice the idiom, so it's very important.
Oh, this is so great. I like this language. So it's very complicated, by the way.
Yeah.
Monse?
This question is very difficult because the tree is very important in the travel.
Yeah. What is it the most for you?
For me, the experience.
Experience. Yeah.
Experience.
Okay. And in my personal opinion or my point of view, I like the experience of getting to know a new places and meeting a new people. I enjoy that. By the way, I the day I arrived the Mexico after checking in the hotel, in my hotel or in the hotel, I literally got lost getting to know the city on foot. O sea, me perdí el primer día. Para mí esto fue una aventura. En Alina,
For
what do
me,
you think?
Experience to learn about other cultures, because I am a social worker. I questions the people. I like talk with the people in the other place.
Okay. And teacher?
I don't know which one I prefer. I like the most much. I mean, being honest, I would say, if I had to choose one, it would probably be the experience. Because I mean, getting to talk to other people or trying new food. I love food. Well, you know, I love food. So trying new food. Sometimes it's ugly, but sometimes it's really cool and it's so different. Like the taste. So I love that. Yeah, I would say experience. Because at the end, I think, in my personal opinion, experience kind of embodies everything. It also entails adventure, it also entails fun, and it also entails, for example, using the language, as Maripaz said. And I think I told you this when I traveled the first time London, I was shitting my pants because I was completely alone. And I was like, what if they don't understand what I'm saying? What if I'm just totally lost? Like, what? How am I going to eat? How am I going to move around the city? So, but it was a great experience, and I loved it. I'm not gonna lie, and I'm dying to go back to London. So yeah.
Okay, thank you. Okay, in the last, uh, what places do you prefer to visit? For example, city, desert, mountain. In my case, I prefer the city than the mountain because I don't like to the mosquitoes or mosquitoes, no sé, I don't know. What do you think, Kenneth?
You mean,
Lau?
Oh,
yeah,
okay, Lau.
Lau and Samantha have
I-
their hands raised, so you can maybe talk to him. Let them talk.
I really like to visit the beach. I don't know. I prefer the sun, the and weather cálido. I don't know how to say cálido.
Yeah.
Warm.
Warm. And that's my favorite. I usually go to mountains, but like 1 or 2 days. In beach, I can pass like 2 weeks. I don't have problem.
Okay, thank you. And Samantha?
I like the lake or this because it for me is very, how do you say it? Relajante.
Relaxing.
Yeah.
It's very relaxing for me. Um, um, uh, be the sound.
Okay. Maripaz?
Well, I prefer the city because I can go to shopping. I can go to buy the books. So, but if I want to disconnect it for the work, I will prefer the mountains because so pace, and I would like prefer the mountains.
Okay, thank you. Danny?
Besides the shopping, I I prefer to visit Old Town. I know the different country. I have Old Town. I have never people. It's very interesting.
Yeah, you are right. Danny, what do you
Okay,
think?
I prefer visit places with water, with water, but for swim, like I would like to swim in cenotes, and I like swim in rivers. I like beautiful places like mountain and animals. I would like see animals in your ambiente. No me acuerdo cómo se decía.
Teacher, how do you say environment?
Okay, I know. I didn't know if there were actually, anyone was actually asking me. Yeah, you can say you want to see, like, you like to see animals in their own environment, or in their own surroundings, or I think even that the word habitat exists in English. Let me double check on that because I just thought of it. So let me check on that and I'll just confirm to you if you can say habitat as well. But in the meantime, you can say we like to see animals in their own environment.
Thank you.
Good work.
Yes.
Monse?
I prefer to visit the beach. I love the sun. I love the ocean. And I love, what do you say, broncearme?
Sorry, my mic just got stuck. To get suntan.
Repeat, please.
Yes, sun, like the sun, tan.
Sun? Tan.
Yes, and super quick, as a quick commercial, guys, you can say habitat with T at the end. Like, so you like to see animals in their own habitat. It's pretty much to see animals in their own, let's say, part or in their own surroundings. Sorry, you can keep going, Monse.
For this, I love the beach.
Thank you. Kenneth?
Sorry, I left after, before or after. I prefer the mountain, but I like all places, the city, desert, beach, and the sea. All have something interesting.
Do you prefer what?
The mountain.
Okay, the mountain. Thank you. Alan?
Well, in my case, the city it's higher than the mountain or the beach because I living in a place that have a lot of natural things, and in the city I can know new things like museums and monuments or libraries.
Okay. Okay. And then this presentation, my partner going to.
Okay, now I will continue with the presentation. I want to know what is the most beautiful thing about traveling? What do you think?
Food.
Okay.
Okay, for me, the food. I have the same opinion of the teacher. I like to taste all the dishes in my only 2 countries I travel.
Yes, there are some food that is really spicy, so it's different.
Yeah.
Okay, anyone else?
The adventure and the experiment.
Thank you.
Yes, I think same the Maripas, the adventure, it's excited for me of other things, and because now it's new places or countries, and it's very exciting. Well, that's it.
Okay.
I
Okay,
think
I like to meet. Tell me.
I think the best thing about traveling is getting to know amazing place, in my opinion.
Yes, the art is the different. The museums are really awesome. Okay, for example, I like to meet and make new friends. It's the different cultures. It have different things to talk, to act. So it's really interesting. Someone else?
I could just step in maybe super quick. I would say there's so many things that I love. I mean, I truly enjoy traveling. I wish I could just be paid for traveling. Because then I would just be happy and I would be traveling. So it would be like the perfect job for me. but I would say that if I have to choose, I would probably think about three things. First, food. Second, visiting new places, because I truly love going to places, and like, especially places that I have never been to. And third, I would say meeting new people, because talking to new people, like having a conversation with them, finding out what they like or things about the country or things like those. I think that is actually pretty cool. Because, for example, the first time that I traveled, it was super fun because when I was in Barcelona, I met someone from London. So what I did was like, which places do you think that I should actually go? Like I shouldn't miss from London. So he gave me this giant list of places like the British Museum, the Tate Museum, all these different places that some people might not have gone to. And I did, because I mean, it was a recommendation from someone from London. So I think that was actually pretty cool. And it's fun because it happened almost 3 years ago. And ever since, we keep on talking. Like up to today, we're still talking. So we're actually very good friends. So I think meeting new people is actually, to me, one of the coolest things that you can do when you travel.
Yes, and they give us a tips when we traveling. Yes.
Yes.
And that's the beauty of travel, but the beauty about traveling is that there is no right to travel. Everything can be allowed and everything you can do.
Agree.
Okay, next, Jane.
I think different beauty like space. For example, in the country cool country, for example, Canada, in you can say teacher Aurora Boreal. Bueno, Aurora Boreal or something in Petra. I don't know, is beauty lines space.
Sorry,
for
and
different
we're
in
asking about how to say Aurora Boreal.
It's Northern
After
Lights.
in presentation, I can see, but I not remember.
It's okay, don't
Northern
worry.
Lights.
Yes, thank you, Alina. Yes, Northern Lights.
Others, nice.
Northern, like the north. Northern Lights.
Lights.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. For example, Northern Lights is beautiful, different in Costa Rica. It's very beautiful. Or on something in Petra, is very beautiful. I don't know, the different country, the beauty life space for special in the different country.
Yes. Okay, thank you, Andrea. Okay, now what can you say me? Can someone mention some means of transportation that you use to traveling? For example, in my case, I only traveling inside the country, so I use my car. I don't know if someone else use a different means of transportation when travel.
In my case, when I travel, I use the metro. What do you say? A subway or metro? Yes.
It depends on the country, because for example, in London, they call it tube. But in the US, they call it subway. So yeah.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I always use a plane or airplane when I travel.
When
I think
I travel to,
sorry.
okay, when I travel to Mexico, we use like golf cart to move to Isla Mujeres in all the town. We use a golf cart.
Okay. Ivan, when you work, what mean of transportation you use?
I haven't traveled to another country that it wasn't Costa Rica. I from I am from Nicaragua.
But inside of Costa Rica?
Okay. I don't know, in Uber.
But it's expensive.
You know,
If you go
if
from
I
Punta
am
Arenas from the other side.
in GAM, so I use Uber, but for city, from a city to another city, the particular car or bus.
Okay.
Super quick. Once I went to Tamarindo by bus. I don't recommend it, guys. It's
Terrible.
like a 6 hour bus. And it's for, I mean, like if you go by car, you know, you can stop anywhere. I mean, if you have to go to the bathroom or if you need to eat or something. But in a bus, it's very cramped, like the space is very limited, and it's 6 hours. And I mean, in my case, you've seen I'm very like electric, like hyperactive, so I can't sleep. And I was going with a friend, and my friend was like, "I promise I'm not going to sleep." And the bus just like it started moving, and he immediately fall asleep, and I was like, seriously. So I was during 6 hours alone, just looking through the window. It was just horrible.
This is so tired.
It's incredibly tiring. It was the first and last time that I went to Tamarindo by bus. I was like, I love Tamarindo. It's a beautiful beach, but this is the first and last time that I'm actually coming by bus.
Oh, terrible, awful. Okay, next one, Jane.
No, Kenneth.
Okay, Kenneth.
When I went to Panama, we went in a bus. It's a lot of how can I say, largo viaje.
A long trip.
Yes,
Yeah.
a long trip.
Yes.
We during 24 hours, and in Panama we use subway. And when I went to Mexico, I used the airplane and car.
Okay, and which one you can say is the better mean?
The better what?
Mean of transportation. Which is the better?
It depends, but the airplane is so nice.
Okay, thank you.
For me, the airplane. I love the airplane. But
I completely agree with you guys. Airplane. This year when I went to Panama, we went by car, and when we came back, we needed to stay in the line for the immigration process and everything, like for 6 hours. Just in the line. It was like, I think it was more than 6 hours. So it was the first time I was going by car to another country, and I was like, this is probably the last time I'm gonna go by car, because I mean 6 hours besides all the driving time, which we know it's a very long time. So yeah, I agree with Hainer and with Kenneth that plane is definitely the best.
The best and the quickest. Okay, Jane. Okay, now what do you think? What is the best seasons to travel? For example, in holidays, we know that it's very expensive to travel because the hotels are full of people. Everyone goes to visit.
What?
What do you think? What is the best season to travel?
Medium of the year.
Why?
The people don't travel in this moment.
Okay, outside or inside the country?
Outside.
Okay. And Samantha?
Maria Paz is right.
Maria Paz have the right.
I think it depends um who country do you visit, because maybe you go to the United States to go to Disney, and the ticket is so expensive. So in October is when the ticket is so how can I say
Low.
low,
Cheapest.
is low.
Cheapest.
Cheapest. Yes. Well, maybe when you go to Japan, the summer is the best. Is the best? No, sorry. Is the how can I say? How can I say clima?
Weather.
Weather. In the summer, when it's Japan weather, and is beautiful because the how can I say florecer?
Blossom. I don't know.
Oh, it's blossom is
Yeah,
teacher.
blossom would work. I mean, it depends on what you want to say, but blossom could actually work if you're talking about flowers.
Yes, because es, se lo voy a decir en español porque no sé cómo decirlo en inglés.
Don't use English. This is an English class, not a Spanish class.
Well, how can I say temporada?
Season?
The season of sakura blossom.
Okay.
It's in the summer, so it's so beautiful, and many tourists go to the Japan in summer, so who see the sakura blossom, but the ticket is so expensive. Yes.
I quite agree with Maricas because, for example, when I went to Europe, it was during summer, and yes, it is very expensive. I'm not gonna say that it is not, but I do want to go back in summer because the day lasts like, I don't know, like 18 hours. Because I remember that I was walking through their streets and it was like 9 p.m. and it was like 5 p.m. here. I mean, like it was still super, like we still had like sunlight. It wasn't dark. So it was actually pretty cool. So you can wake up early, like around 5 or 6, and get ready and start visiting places, and it's 9 p.m. and it's still gonna be like clear out there. So I know it's expensive, but in my case, if you want to go to a lot of places in the country, I think going during summer, it's, in my opinion, the best thing that you can do.
Okay. Alan?
In my case, I think the best season for the travel is summer, because when we have summer, we can go to other places and we can enjoy more the places when we go.
Yes, that is true. I think that the weather or thinking about summer in some places, in some countries, are very difficult because it's too hot. So it depends of the persons it don't tolerate. So in my case, I don't want to go in summer when it have 50 degrees and it's too hot to me. So I prefer, like, I don't know, so primavera. How do you say? What's how do we say? I can't remember. Spring. So it's different. In the case of Costa Rica, the best season to travel is between January and March. When it mixes weather, so it's sunny, it's windy simultaneously, so it's better to do some trips on foot, can we say. Next. Okay, do you like to travel alone or with someone, and why?
I prefer, yeah, I prefer to travel alone So it's more cheaper than with travel with someone. In my personal
Okay.
opinion, yeah.
In my
Okay.
case, I prefer travel with someone because I need to talk talk with someone, comments that things I see.
Okay, that is true. Monse?
I like to travel alone because it's my experience, but I feel fear, so I prefer to travel with someone.
Okay. Laura?
I prefer travel with someone. You can share the cost of the travel with other people, and you don't feel so lonely in other strange country.
Okay, yes. Okay, thank you, Laura. Alan?
Well, I think that travel alone can be an opportunity to know better yourself.
Mm-hmm. Okay, now Samantha?
Okay, I like travel with some, example, my family, um, eh, because because you are accompanied and it's very nice, and it's very, yes, nice and beautiful.
Okay. Andrea?
For me, I don't like travel alone. I prefer to travel with different partner, which I don't know. People in the country is very um, boring. For the 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 partner is very is more funny. In the old trouble.
Okay. Yes. In my case, I like to travel with my family or with a friend because I like to talk on the trip. So, but when I go alone in the trip, I like to enjoy the view. So we have different lights, but all are important. Do you like travel with children or no? What do you think about that?
No.
Why, Maria Paz?
How can I say no soporto? Not support. I do not support that the child we
No, it's not
scream.
sport, it's bear. Like you can't bear.
Bear is bear because she her crying like he's how can I say teacher or
Like you get upset?
can you repeat, teacher?
Yes, you can say I get angry or it upsets me.
Upsets me. Yes, and all things.
Yes,
I
that's
cannot
true.
support.
I think it depends because the child is very small, it's very difficult for cry, but is more big is I don't cry as very fácil. Travel in the child
With a child, did you say?
no, it depends because they are very small. It's very difficult. The child is cry, but the child is big. I don't know cry, but como que se porta mejor. Entonces, pues, I travel in the child, but it's very big child. For baby, I don't know.
Okay, older, do you mean?
Oh, uh-huh.
Monse?
I don't like the children, not for sake of care for them. And no.
Okay, no children, sorry. Okay, what are some benefits of or travel alone? Do you?
Save a lot of money.
Yes, that is important.
This is a very important.
Yes.
More
Monse?
adventure.
This is the experience with myself. Know me better.
Yes.
I agree with Alan that travel alone it's an option to know yourself.
Yes.
Yes. Andrea?
No,
Okay.
I like planner for I think travel alone is not funny, but I know people in the different country is very difficult for language. For example, Holanda. For in the planner is more adventure, more funny, more mm, more help in the accident. I don't know, but I don't like alone. I prefer in the planner.
Someone else. Okay, next Heiner. Okay, can you give me tips to travel? About date, what can you tell me?
Make an itinerary.
Yes.
I recommended you visit places that are free in this date on different date. The different
motel.
Maripa. Okay.
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 Say before a student, maybe you can carry with you your student card because there are many places that are not for free. But if you have a student card, they would give you the ticket for free or they would give you a discount. That's super common. Like if you have a student card, it's super common for you to get like a free pass to some places.
Okay, some benefits. About requirements,
Well,
what do you think?
A tip can be use different options for how can I say barato?
Cheaper.
Cheap.
A cheap travel, maybe like use B&B or B&Bs.
Airbnb.
Yes. Okay, or Uber for to travel, and can you have a cheaper
Okay.
offer?
Ivan?
It is a good idea study a little bit about the place that you are going to visit, about the history, about the issues. Maybe it can help you to enjoy more the places that you are going to visit.
Okay, thank you. Aline?
Check passport expiration because
Okay. Okay. One thing, Heiner, what do you think about making a plan?
Make a kind of a schedule.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, different. I forget that. I don't remember. I make a schedule on these different days on weekend, and do you prepare the schedule or in esos días, in these days. So it's
Expensive.
expensive in cada día, in every, no, in
Each day.
itinerary.
I don't
Okay.
know. Bueno,
Okay, we can make a plan when we travel, so we can make a schedule where you can include the places you want to visit and the dates when you have your vacations, so you can put the clothes you will need. It is summer or is winter, so you can do all this before you go to the trip to be prepared in all the situations you can afrontar. How do we say? You can face. Okay.
Super quick tip that maybe could work. Something that I have done that actually works pretty well is to have like an Excel file with the most important information. For example, like if you're going through a plane, like by a plane to any country or whatever, to have the plane number, like because usually like the flights they have a specific number. So to have the flight number, to also have the place that you're going, and stuff like that. Because for example, it happened to me that when I got to Europe the first time, it was crazy because I was just with my backpack, because it was, as we say, a YOLO, right? So I was gonna get my clothes and everything there. So when I got off the plane and I was going through immigration and I was just holding my backpack, they were like, they even like like check me out, and they were like, why are you here then? Because I was just having a backpack like with 2 shirts and something else, and that's it. I had no luggage, I had nothing. But I showed them everything, where I was gonna stay, how long I was gonna stay there, where I was going, the flight number, because from Spain I was going to England. I showed them everything like printed, and it worked perfectly. Because something important that we forget is that sometimes in a different country we don't have internet. And for example, it happened to me in Mexico that I forgot to add the address of the place that we were going to stay in Mexico. And they were asking me, where are you going to stay? And I was trying to access my email because everything was in my email, but I had no Wi-Fi, or there was nothing there that I could use. So at that time I was like, no, I really need to have everything printed all the time. So having things printed, and I mean printed not because I want to kill any trees, but because even if your phone dies, you still have like a, like a physical copy of where everything is going to happen and stuff like that. So that is something that has worked for me, maybe could work for you.
Yes, you can stay in the other country because you don't have the information.
Indeed.
Okay, next change. Okay, now we are going to show you a video about the benefits of traveling. But before, we want to thank you for your attention and your comments about our presentation. Now we're going to see the video.
We all need a break from our everyday life. Going on a vacation is fun and fulfilling, but you can gain a lot more by actually traveling, exploring, and being present at the places you visit. Here are some benefits of traveling. It is better to spend your money on experiences rather than on material things. The memories you collect are like treasures. They will remain forever and will bring you more happiness than some new clothes or other material things. Think how good it will feel when you're old and you look back to see not only an ordinary routine, but also adventures and unique experiences you had gone through. And not only when you're old. Ever a few years from now, you can recall how much fun you had and plan your next adventure. In the end, you will not regret the things you've done, but the things you didn't do. Traveling is a great opportunity to temporarily get away from your everyday life and look at it from a different point of view. It's so much easier to deal with issues and solve problems when you look at them from the outside. While traveling, you have a lot of time to think without distractions and make healthy decisions. You will have a better perspective and maybe even realize that things are not that bad as you thought. In our everyday life, we're used to doing the same things, meeting the same people, going to the same places. We basically live in our comfort zone. When you travel, you get out of your bubble. You meet new people, other travelers and locals. You're exposed to different cultures. You see different landscapes and views. You experience new things. You learn that the world is diverse and it helps you understand people that are different from you. Traveling actually makes you smarter. You learn new things all the time. When you travel, you get into unusual situations and face different challenges. It makes you push your limits, handle things better, and come up with creative solutions. After all, the best way to learn is through experience. Traveling helps you to know yourself better. You're out of your comfort zone and get to see your behavior in different situations, sometimes even extreme ones. You will be surprised to find out new things about yourself that you didn't know and decide what and how to improve. The best part of traveling is the people you meet along the way. You get to meet new people from countries around the world whom you would never have met in your daily life. You listen to their stories, tell yours, hear various opinions and experience things together with people. Happiness is greater when shared with others. Traveling may sound scary or too challenging to some people, and it's okay. Just remember that you can choose your own kind of travel. It doesn't have to be trekking in the mountains, although that could be fun. But you can do anything. Explore cities, do some couch surfing, relax in nature, visit small villages, and so on. You will get more confident and learn what is good for you. Hey, have a nice trip. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions or requests, just write down in the comments. If you like
Thank you for your attention.
Henry, in case that you're speaking, you're muted, just in case.
Okay, yeah, thank you so much for your attention and your participate.
Okay,
Yes, thank
guys.
you. I hope to enjoy this presentation.
Thank you, guys. I think it was a great presentation. I think we could see that some of us love the topic. I think, and I love the visuals. The visual aids were great. The presentation was really good, and your performance was really good. So thank you for that. I love the video. The video was super cool, and I loved it. I loved it, everything about it. So pretty cool job. Thank you. Okay, guys, so it's already 7:37. I'm gonna give it like a 5-minute break so we can actually stand up, like drink water, eat an apple, do something. Because some of you look like you're gonna fall asleep, and I don't want that because we're gonna move into a little bit of grammar. Okay, so I'm gonna let you go, drink water, stretch, do something, and then come back full of energy. Even eat a chocolate or something. But I'm gonna give you like 5 minutes, and then we're gonna come back. It's already, let me check on time. It's 7:37, so I'll see you here at 7:40. Let's do 7:45 to make it rounded up. Are you back, guys?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yes,
Okay,
teacher.
sorry for the delay. I was eating something and I
Yes, I'm
didn't
here.
realize the time. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with the rest of our class. Real quick. Okay, so for this class, we're gonna go ahead and finish with Unit 3B. We have not even started on that one, but let me check on the page real quick. Okay, yes. For this one, I'm gonna ask you to go to page 24, please. Go to page 24 from the book. And let me know once that you're actually there. Let me go ahead and share my screen so you can actually see how it should look like. Okay, that is page 24 from the book. That's the one that you should be looking at in this moment. Are you already there?
Yes,
Yes, teacher.
Okay, awesome.
Not
So
yet.
first of all, I'm gonna ask you to go ahead and try to complete the quiz that we have over here, which is of course very personal. The one that says how organized are you? So we have when you have lots of things to do, 3 options. When you go shopping, 3 options. When you meet friends, 3 options. And number 4 and 5, when you go on vacation. And last one, when you travel by plane or train. So this is very personal. So you have 3 options there. Choose the one that you think suits you the best, meaning the one that you think you're closest to. Okay. I'm gonna give you 2 minutes maybe, so you can go ahead and work on it, and then we're gonna have an activity following that. So go ahead.
Teacher,
Yes, tell me.
can I choose the option? Then I think it's better.
That is the idea actually, that you have to choose the option that fits you the best, the one that you think that you're closest to. For
Okay, thank you,
example,
teacher.
you're most welcome. Let me give you a quick example. In my case, I would say the first one says when you have lots of things to do, you write them on a piece of paper or a sticky note, you keep them in your head, you put them in your phone or in your calendar. In my case, I write them on a piece of paper or a sticky note. Like I create like a to-do list. That's how I call them. So I can list the things that I do. The same for you. You're gonna choose the one that you think fits you the best, or the one that you think it's more you.
Okay, thank you, teacher.
You're most welcome. Okay, guys, ready?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So what I'm going to be doing is right now, I'm going to be sending into the breakout rooms for no more than 5 minutes, maybe 6. And what you're going to be doing is that individually, because in pairs, probably, you're going to be sharing your opinions on these questions. Like, how are you? Okay. So if you are like this, you're going to say, oh, in my case, I am more like this. And you can start talking about you. Super important. Keep in mind that that the idea is to give time to the other person as well. So for example, let's say that I am with Rosa. So the idea is that Rosa and me can both talk about the questions and the answers that we give or that we gave to that specific question. Like we can go question by question and say like, okay, so for this question, blah, blah, blah. Then the other person can say, I selected or I chose this one because blah, 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 blah. Okay, questions? Is it clear?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, teacher.
Yep.
Clear.
Awesome. Thank you. I'm gonna be sending you to the breakout rooms. I'm gonna give you like around 6 minutes and then I'm gonna bring you back. Just a second. Okay, just a second. Okay, here it is already. Wait. Wait, somebody just left and somebody answer. Okay, so what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be moving into the following part, which is the vocabulary. No, wait, the grammar part. For the grammar part, I need you to go to the following page. Okay, are you there already? I'm gonna share my screen. I think it's gonna make it easier. Because once you are in the grammar page, what you have to do is we're gonna go through grammar right now. It's super simple, and you know this one, so I'm pretty sure you're just gonna pick it up incredibly quickly. Okay, there we go. So if you go there, this is the following page, which is page 25. Once that you are there, just click on the blue letters, the one that says page 130, Grammar Bank 3B. So once you click there, you're gonna be taken to be going to for plans. But we're that one, so we're gonna move to 3, which is present continuous future arrangements. Okay, are you there already? Let me know if you're
Yes.
awesome. I love that.
No.
Okay, you're not.
No. I lost the page. I don't know. No sé cuál es la página.
Well, first, that's a Spanish, and we don't use Spanish here. Second of all, go to page 25. Is this one? This is page 25 of the book. And in page 25, you just have to click in the blue letters, the ones that are there in the screen, that says Grammar Bank 3B. Those over there. You click on those, and you're gonna be taken to the grammar page. So go ahead and do it and let me know how it goes.
Okay, teacher.
Okay, so cool. Let's go ahead and start with it. Okay, so we all know about present continuous and present continuous works. We usually use present continuous to talk about things that are happening at the moment. Like I don't know, maybe cooking something or eating something, or I am talking, I am drinking water, things that are happening in the moment. From a from a structure wise, how it works, you may ask. Okay, super simple. You're just gonna have subject plus the verb conjugated. In this case is, am, or are, and then the following verb with ing all the time. Okay. So for example, I am seeing an old friend tonight. She's arriving at lunchtime. Very important, guys. In this case, we're going to talk about this for future arrangements, meaning like future plans or things that you had already agreed with a person or a group of people to do, okay? Meaning things that will happen in the future, okay? She isn't leaving until Friday, which means that it's probably Tuesday or Wednesday, and that Friday is in 1 or 2 days, okay? They aren't coming to the party tomorrow. What are you doing this evening? And is he meeting us at the restaurant? Okay. So it says we often use the present continuous with the future meaning for future arrangements. For example, for plans we have made at a fixed time or place in the future. Don't use a simple present for this. I see an old friend tonight. Okay. Super important over here. Look, something that all of these examples share is that they have something that is telling us that it is future. For example, the one that says, I am seeing an old friend tonight, it's probably, I don't know, 3 p.m., 2 p.m., 10 p.m., sorry, 10 a.m. That means that it's not tonight, so that the night will come after in the future, even if it is just 1 or 2 hours ahead. So in that case, you can go ahead and choose this specific type of, how can I say, a word to indicate that you are referring to a future event. For example, she is arriving at lunchtime. It means it's probably 7 a.m., 8 a.m., and there is a person coming, but she's coming until noon, which is lunchtime. She isn't leaving until Friday. Same example I just gave a few minutes ago. It's probably Thursday or Wednesday or Tuesday, and the person is leaving until the coming Friday, okay? So on and so forth. Very important. This is very different to be going to, because in be going to, the structure will remain the same. I am going to go to the party, period. With be going to, you don't need something that indicates that it's future, because be going to indicate this is future, okay? However, with present continuous, if you don't have a word or something that indicates that it is future, then you need to have something, because otherwise we're not gonna be able to fully, how can I say this? To fully get how it actually works. Am I explaining myself? Yes, no, maybe.
Yes, teacher.
Perhaps.
Maybe.
Yes, teacher.
Okay.
I want
Okay.
more
Sure, no problem.
more
We're gonna
sample.
Sure, we're gonna move into some examples in a few minutes. Okay, let's just take a look real quick at what it says here with be going to your present continuous. It says we can often use either with no difference in meaning. I'm going to see Anna on Tuesday, or I am seeing Anna on Tuesday. It's very common to use the present continuous with the questions tonight, tomorrow, this weekend, and with verbs describing travel arrangements. Go, come, live, arrive. I'm leaving on Monday is more common than I'm going to leave on Monday. Okay, very important. Look at the examples that we have here. Again, the meaning is similar, but the structure is not so similar. So for that reason, even though you can use any of these to explain or to refer to future events, you need to make sure that if you're using present continuous, then you need to use something that tells me that this is going to happen in the future. As it says there, it could be tonight, tomorrow, this weekend, or in examples at lunchtime, at noon, or at night, etc. Something that will tell me, oh, it's not there yet. Like if it's tonight, maybe it's 2 p.m., 3 p.m., but it's not at night yet. So the night will come in the future, even if that future is in an hour or a little bit more or a little bit less. Let's move into some examples real quick. Wait.
Teacher.
Yes, tell me.
But but in the last exam for work, for book is not indicate, for example, in morning, in the break, I see in the restaurant, but I know different, but como en la explicación, como que indicaba que es forever, in the final, in orange, evening, afternoon, but in the example is not indicate, for very confused.
And the one that says, what are you doing this evening? Is he meeting us at the restaurant? Okay, tell me.
And in the other exam, and the finally orange, evening, tomorrow, Friday, I I think for future in short times, or in moment, or in the moment, or in the day, but it's he meet, I know specific is very confused in the exams.
Actually, the only one that could be confusing, I would say, is the last one. However, look at the something very important. It's a question, so it's not just a regular statement. So it's actually saying, is he meeting us at the restaurant? So in that case, it's not saying, there's nothing in the example or in the question that states that we are at the restaurant right now. So meaning that maybe we're going to the restaurant, we're not there yet, and for that reason, I'm just asking, is he going to be there? So that's why we could actually see it as a question. If it were a statement, like a regular statement, like he is meeting us at the restaurant, then we could say that it's not very clear and that it could be confusing. And I actually understand your point, Andre, and it kind of makes sense. For that reason, my recommendation here would be, make sure that you actually use something like a time marker or something that whenever you have it there, we can immediately say, oh, this is future. Because for example, if you give me an example like this one, I could understand, but I could actually say the same, because what Andre is saying makes sense. There is like not a time marker there or something that tells me, oh, this is future. We see it, we can interpret it, and it kind of makes sense, but it's not so evident as, for example, in the one that says, I'm seeing an old friend tonight. That one, we know that yet, that we're probably missing a few hours, so that makes sense. So for this reason, I actually agree with Andre, and I recommend you to make sure that whenever you are using it, or whenever you're going to use present continuous for future, have a time marker or something that says or that shows that it is future. Thank you, Andre. That was actually pretty good. Okay, so going over the examples real quick. So super quick, we have present continuous, and we have be going to. Okay, as they were saying over there, it's actually in meaning they are similar, like there is pretty much no difference. However, as I said, the structure is different. Present continuous is going to have a subject plus a verb. This verb is going to be plus another verb with ing, and sometimes you're even going to have a complement. Okay, so for example, I don't know, Andres is traveling to, I don't know, to the US tomorrow. Okay, if, look at the importance of this. If I remove the word tomorrow and I only say Andres is traveling to the US, it immediately sounds like in this moment, Andres is on a plane going to the US, which is not the case. Because maybe Andres is even here with us. It's just that he is traveling tomorrow. So it's until tomorrow that we actually have that, okay? So that's why the time marker is very, very important. With be going to, we can actually go ahead and say, okay, first of all, we're gonna need a subject plus a verb. Something important, this verb is also be conjugated. Then we're going to have going to all the time. And to this, we're going to add a verb in simple form. And a possible complement. Okay, let's test the structure. Mary is, because we need the verb be, is going to, it's never going to change, is going to go, it's going to go to Canada. Okay, so with this one, very important, with be going to, the structure already tells us that this is future, so I don't need a time marker. Can I have one? Yes, I can, but I don't really need a time marker because the whole structure, the be going to, is telling me, oh, this is future, period. However, with present continuous, I must have a time marker or something that indicates that this action is not happening right now, but that it will happen in the future, okay? Questions up to here?
The teacher is clear.
Teacher, it's clear.
Okay, awesome. Again, if you have any question or any concern, you can feel free to let me know. Let's just do one more example. Okay, maybe Marcos. Marcos is, okay, it's leaving to Mexico on Saturday. So I have the verb be, and then I have the verb using ing, and then I have the rest of the sentence, which is a complement. Let's do one more with be going to. Fer and Camila, Cami, are going to bake a cake. Okay, Fer and Cami are going to bake a cake. Again, here I don't have a time marker, but I do have the verb be plus be going to, which immediately tells me, oh, this is future because of the structure. If I want to have a time marker, Fer and Cami are going to bake a cake tomorrow, I can do it and it still is perfect. But if I don't want to, I can omit it because be going to already tells me that it is future. However, if I just choose the one that present continuous, like Marcos is leaving, and I just say that, it's gonna sound like in this specific moment, Marcos is in my apartment and he's leaving. He's walking through the door right now. So for that reason, when we use present continuous for future, we must have something that tells us that this is actually future, okay? So I guess it's pretty clear right now, I hope. Okay, let me go back to the explanation here. Okay. So super quick, guys, before I let you go, just a few more minutes and then I'm gonna let you go. We're gonna talk about defining relative clauses with who, that, and where. Okay, very important. What are relative clauses? Relative clauses are some sort of sentences, let's say, that we use to refer to someone or something, and they are called relative because they are needed in order to understand the sentence, or because they are giving us more information about that specific subject. For example, the first one that we have over here says, that's the woman who won the lottery last year. Okay, so we're going to be introducing these clauses with some words. What are those words? It could be who, that, or where. For example, a chef is a person who cooks food in a restaurant. Okay, so it's relative clause because if you remove it and you only say a chef is a person, we might say like, I know that. I mean, like, unless you're a ratatouille and you're like, like a mouse or something, we would expect a person to be the one cooking, right? So for that reason, it is relative because we do need this in order to understand the sentence. The following, a clock is something that tells the time. Is that the book that won an important prize? Okay. A post office is a place where you can buy stamps. And that's the restaurant where I had dinner last week. Okay. We use defining relative clauses to explain what a person, thing, or place is or does. Okay. Use who for a person, use that for a thing, use where for a place. The verb after where needs a subject. Example, you, where, sorry, we can also use that to talk about place. A post office is a place that sells stamps. Okay. Questions up to here?
No, teacher.
Super important because I already mentioned this, but just in case, when we use who and that, you don't need to have a subject right away. So I can say, for example, pizza is a type of food that brings joy, for example. Or you can say my best friend is someone that likes to buy cars, for example. Let me write the examples because I think it's gonna make it easier. So let me give an example. So remember, for who and that, you can omit the subject. But for where, you must have a subject. Okay? Let's have some examples. As I was saying, is it my friend? My friend is someone who likes cars, for example. So I have who, and look that over here after who, there is no subject, only the verb likes. My friend is someone who likes cars. The same will be for the example of that. So if you go ahead and say, okay, let me think of one.
Teacher?
Tell me.
Okay, so who always eats before to a verb?
All the time. And who refers to people, never to places, only people. You can never use who for a place, a thing, like any type of object. No, only people.
Okay, thank you, teacher.
You're most welcome. And the one with that, okay, let me see. Wait. Okay.
Teacher.
Tell me.
So then, for example, my friend is someone who then you don't know need a subject for after
No.
who for after who digamos who my friend likes a cars or no for I think the always people for I don't know.
Sorry, I got a little bit confused with your explanation. Super quick, in case that I'm right, and you were just double checking with who. And yes, when you have who, you don't usually need a subject. Like when you have who, then you can start with the verb. And we use who specifically for people. So for example, my friend is someone who likes cars, my girlfriend or boyfriend who wants to car or who wants to get a house is crazy, for example. I don't know. Or in this case, for that, my dad likes people that drink whiskey. As you can see in both examples, after that and who, I'm using just the verb without a subject. However, do this is okay. So every time that you have where, you need to go ahead and have a subject. Okay, let's look at examples that we have in the book. Okay. Over here is where you can see, or that's the restaurant where I had dinner. So I think it's a little bit stuck. Let's just give it a second. Okay, there we are. So for example, you can go ahead and say, okay, you can say my house. Right, this looks pretty bad as an S. Okay, my house is a place where you can eat delicious food. You see, we have where, but then after where we have a subject where you can eat delicious food. So when we have that or who, we don't need to have a subject after that. But if we have where, we do require a subject after where. Okay? Questions up to here?
No. No, teacher.
Is it clear, guys?
Yes.
Okay. Let me see if I'm missing anything else. Who for person, use that for thing, and use word for a place. That's perfect. It's very important. You can use that instead of who. She is the girl or that works with my brother. You can use which instead of that to talk about things. And it's a thing which or that connects to computers. Okay. Doubts, concerns?
Sir, I have a question.
Sure, tell me.
I am confused. So, and that in it. For me, is the eso in Spanish. So, no sé si cuando uso el otro, digamos, viendo la terminación de la palabra, no es la misma, digamos.
Okay, well, first
Creo,
of all,
digamos, en español sería como la chica que trabaja con su hermano. Y en español sería la chica quien trabaja con su hermano. Entonces es como confuso el cuando uso who y cuando uso that.
No, es
no, but
that.
he can pronounce. So, okay, first of all, answering in last question, who or that, it would still be correct. So in the book, they are not saying that one is correct or the other is incorrect. The opposite. They are saying, you can use that instead of who, meaning that you have the two options. You can say who or that, and both will be correct if you want to follow the grammar structure. So Andre, yeah, you can use both and it still be correct. Of course, if you're following. And in regards to Heiner, that is a really good question, but you are confusing the meaning of them. Remember that English words may have more than one simple meaning. So the meaning of that as eso is when you're talking about objects that are far away. Oh, that. Can you pass me that? Then yes. However, when it comes to know that, it can be, the meaning can be que, okay? So in that case, you can say, as Andre said, if you say that she's the girl that works with my brother, the translation would be que. Como diciendo, ella es la chica que trabaja con mi hermano, okay? So every time that you see it in a clause, you need to pay attention to see if it's working as, I forgot the technical name for that. I think it's a demonstrative adjective, I'm not pretty sure. I think it is. As that, meaning that object, or if it's working as a sort of connection. Or we're having that, like, oh, she is my friend that lives in Alajuela, for example. Am I answering your question, Henry?
Yeah, I got it, yeah.
Okay, I hope so. If not, let me know. But yeah, the meaning does change because of the structure or where you place it. And look at the different sentences. If you say, can you pass me that? Or that is my phone, is very different to saying or to giving you a full sentence. Like, this is the that I bought in the US. Because in that case, you have that in the middle of two kind of sentences. But in the other example, you only have one sentence and it looks like you're pointing to someone. Oh, that. Can you pass me that? That is my phone. That is my friend. Etc., etc., etc. Okay? Guys, any question, any concern, any doubt?
No, teacher.
Okay, super quick. As homework, I'm going to ask you to complete the following two exercises, 3B and 3C. They are in page 131, and I need you to complete both parts, meaning 3B, parts A and B, and 3C, parts A and B. Okay? I'm going to be sending instructions as well written to the group chat so you can actually have them there and then remember which ones you have to do. But yes.
Teacher,
Tell me.
can you repeat, please?
Sure. I was saying that we're going to have as homework these two parts, 3B, parts A and B, and 3C, parts A and B.
Okay. 3B, A and B, and 3C, A and B.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. 3A, no, ¿verdad?
3A, we already did it and we already checked it, I think.
Okay, okay, yes, yes.
So that one, no, because it's already in the past. Only
Okay.
3B and 3C, parts A and B for each one of those. Okay, questions? I'm gonna take your silence as a no.